What is up, guys? So today it is actually really nice. It is late March and we are going to go hit some spots and see if we can turn up the first snake of the year. Hopefully we can get into something cool. I wouldn't even mind, a garter snake at this point because it's been so long since I've seen a snake. But with this nice weather, you got to take advantage of it. So let's see what we can get into and I'll let you guys know if I find anything. Nobody home under this piece. Someone has definitely been messing with this stuff. Oh, wow. This is not what I expected to find at all under this. Oh. Come here. This is a zigzag salamander. A little zigzag salamander. That is not what I was expecting to see. Interesting. Someone is definitely moving tin, because some of these pieces are not anywhere they originally were. Oh, there we go. There we go. First snake of the year. Very nice. Why are you in the shade, buddy? Why are you in the shade, buddy? Oh, yeah. You're a little scarred up, aren't you? You're a little scarred up, aren't you? Got me good through the gloves. Very nice. Not a bad first snake of the year, especially for this area. Wow. Alrighty, guys. Well, we finally got the first snake of the year. A nice sized black racer. He's not too happy, but he's chilled out a bit. As you can see, he's got some winter wear and tear. That'll come off with a few sheds, and by the end of the year, it probably won't even be noticeable. But yeah, I was honestly expecting to see a garter or something before a racer, but I guess it's not too surprising because these snakes do tend to come out a little early. But yeah, racer under a piece of tin. Very cool. First snake of the year. Let's see if there's anything under these other pieces real quick. Got a really nice milk under this piece last year. Not this time of year though, so won't be surprised if it's vacant. Yeah, sure enough. Alrighty, guys, so we're gonna let this guy go back under the piece he was under. And hopefully we will see him again later on in the year. He's being a little stubborn. There we go. There we go. I just saw a skink go underneath this. There we go. So right here we have an adult 5-line skink. It wasn't really wanting to sit still, but now it is. Pretty common in this area, so I'm gonna let it go back under this piece of tin, or I guess wherever it wants to go. But yeah, first lizard of the year. Very nice. Alrighty, guys, so big transition from the last clips you saw, but I'm currently in southern Missouri and we're looking for snakes. It's a little dry, but it's not too terrible, so hopefully we can turn something up. But I will show you guys whatever we find. Got a tarantula right here. It's pretty cool. Not massive, but it's a tarantula. Got a scorpion. Been stung by these guys before. It is not fun, but we're out here trying our best to turn something up. It's a little dry, but snake should be out. Got the first snake finally. Oh wow, yeah. These western worms are way prettier than ours. Very nice. Sweet. Got a little Scoloporus right here. Most likely the prairie fence lizard or prairie lizard, whatever they call it. But yeah, these guys are cool. They got a nice little blue belly. As adults, they're much more vibrant, but pretty neat little lizards, closely related to the eastern fence lizards we have in Indiana. Really nice three-toed box turtle with a beautiful red head right there. Very nice. I just got a prairie race runner. It's a new species on the board. Super dirty though. Nice to see some moisture under these rocks though. You can't really get these in hand unless you flip them, so it's always nice to be able to get one close up like this. Here's a much nicer prairie race runner compared to the last one, just because it's not really covered in dirt, but really colorful lizards, super fast. Like I said earlier, you don't really get these in hand unless you flip them under a piece of cover. Yeah, really cool lizards. Well, finally, after flipping hundreds of rocks, John just flipped this beautiful little baby speckled king snake. We're finally on the Lampripeltis board for the day. Took a good while, but there it is. Very nice. It's another look at these scorpions that are out here. This one's actually eating a spider. It's pretty crazy. Here's another nice little Scoloporus. Got the nice blues on the belly. Young male. Got a beautiful black widow right here. Don't want to get bit by one of these though. So we're at a different spot, and I finally just flipped a little western worm snake. Look at the bellies of these guys though. Super pink and red. Got a big old female Scoloporus right here. She might be gravid. Looks like she could have some eggs in her, but she's thick. As you can see, they lack the blue on the bellies. Well, got another earth snake. This one's a little bit bigger than the last one, but these guys never want to sit still. Oh, you got the typical Missouri traffic. Nice armadillo. They're not the smartest creatures in the world, but they're pretty neat. It finally happened. We found a big snake. It's a beautiful Great Plains rat snake. Definitely one of the nicest I've ever seen. What a stunning snake. Got this little flat-headed snake here. It's a species of Tantilla, centipede-eating snakes. So they pretty much only eat centipedes, which makes a lot of sense because we've been seeing a lot of centipedes under rocks, but really unique species. They got nice little pink bellies, and they do not like to sit still for anything. So definitely a snake that's hard to get photos of. Probably just let them go and see what else we can find. Just flipped this gorgeous orange red milk snake underneath a massive rock. This might be one of the nicest individuals I've ever seen. The orange on him is just incredible. He's got some nice grays. On camera right now, he almost looks Alterna-ish. He obviously is not very happy. He wouldn't cooperate for photos much, but that's a standard milk snake for you. But yeah, gonna try to get some more photos and then let him go. Great find for the trip, and hopefully we can see some more. Another nice little baby speckled king snake. This one's in shed, but super high yellow for how big he is. If he was out of shed, he'd look absolutely insane. But yeah, another king snake, very nice. So here we have a really nice prairie ringneck. The other ones weren't quite as vibrant as this one, but see that nice little orange and red tail tip. These ones are definitely a lot more beautiful than the northern ringnecks we have in Indiana. As you can see, the bellies are a lot more kind of randomized spots, super scattered. Super cool snake. We're gonna let him go. Got a little basking Scoloporus right here. So John just flipped this absolutely gorgeous juvenile coach whip. This thing is fresh out of shed, super clean looking. Just an absolute stunner. Not going too crazy, so hopefully he'll cooperate for some photos, but finally happened. Coach whip out here on these beautiful Missouri glades. So the last look at this coach whip before we let him go, but I'm really thrilled about this find. Nice golden tail, fresh out of shed, super healthy. Just what a snake. I've only seen one coach whip in Missouri. It was a individual much younger than this, and it was in shed. So to see something like this is just a pleasure. All right, well, we're out here flipping. It's a little chilly, but we finally got some rain and some cool weather, so it'll be interesting to see how this compares to the last few days of flipping, but we're gonna see what we can turn up. Hopefully we can get a ground snake. It's the main target of today. John just flipped this beautiful little speckled king snake. It's a really nice individual. First snake of the day, very cool. It's actually really active for how cold it is. Usually they just kind of sit there. And this baby king is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at those ventral scales, super yellow. When this individual gets older, it's gonna be a stunner. Look at all that little speckling. Such a gorgeous snake. Oh yeah. Very cool. Well, we just found this beautiful little collared lizard. This is a really cool species out here. Wasn't expecting to see one, but I guess it's not too surprising because we're in the right area. But he's still got those early spring colors. He's not fully lit up and, bright like they usually will be in the summer, but such a cool species, super unique to this region. And yeah, it'd be nice to see a few more, but it's pretty chilly, so who knows. Very cool though. Just flipped another coach whip, second one of the trip. This one's not quite as clean looking, but still an awesome little snake. Been to Missouri a lot of times and only seen one coach whip, so to this trip is a milestone for sure. Such a cool snake. So I just flipped this really young yellow belly racer, and he's kind of cold, so he's letting me just kind of mold him however I want. But look at these beautiful ventral scales and that nice blue coloration on his side. Well, he's starting to warm up in my hand a little bit. First racer of the trip, finally. It took forever. Got two coaches before we got a racer. Stunning little juvenile. That underside is just incredible. What a gorgeous little snake. Oh man, finally, we got a Sonora. Man, that took forever. So we finally got it. A Great Plains ground snake. John just flipped this guy under a massive rock. I previously knew these guys as the Western ground snake, but with taxonomy changes, I believe these are now considered the Great Plains ground snake. This one is kind of a darker individual. A lot of them around here are the Halloween phase, which are just a bright orange with black bands. I'm just happy we finally got one because we went through a lot of rocks to get this snake. What an interesting species. Let this beautiful little guy go. Slip down into the grass right next to his rock.